Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds and for gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
The Ducks line it up with 1st and goal. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it'll cost the offense 5. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Should be automatic. Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll start off with a deep shot. And the ball is picked off.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Looking to set up a screen pass here. Great cut. They whiff on him. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive game. Big play. Moves the ball inside the 40.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with a good effort.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Caught behind the line. It's Salter. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
And the Ducks looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Dropping back. It's Armstrong. Pressure is coming. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Now, that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now, third and goal, you come up with a sack, backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
And it's no good. He missed it. Lead stays at 3 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8. Now we run a draw play. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up or take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 3, Notre Dame 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25. And he scores. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Breaking free at the 35. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. 2nd down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Armstrong. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack to the defense.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. In the clear at the 25. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. They didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And this one is right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Hands off to the left. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First down here for this offense.
Black 24. Black 24. 42.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. No huddle here for the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Young. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Gonna run it. It's Young. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And this one will be fair caught. A little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Armstrong. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. Now it's their first timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Or it's snapped to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they've got him, a sack on the final play of the first half. Good momentum to this defense heading to the break. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. And they get the second half started with their running play. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tailback takes the handoff again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
On the double.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
6-9-1, gain a score. High.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
3-25. Clear.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Snags the quick throw. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Ball handed off. Powerful running here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Ducks line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. They come up empty and miss a chance to tie the game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking to throw now on first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point puts him up 9 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Passes the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away.
Notre Dame 21, Oregon 19.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll run it here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a gap. It's Young. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. And he'll set up to throw. Not able to connect, incomplete.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a shotgun run call. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 21, Oregon 19.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can he make it to the marker? Fighting him off. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. It will be 55 yards. Now moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down and 3. Try to make it 3 consecutive third down conversions. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. And the Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Quick throw. The catch is made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
First down and 10. Looking to throw. It's Armstrong. The pass rush closing in. Got him. He's sacked.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch is made. Room to run here. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. The pocket breaking down. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Notre Dame 28, Oregon 26.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to kick it away.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Crucial possession here. Suddenly, this is a 2-point game in the final quarter. What can the offense do to build on this lead or just play keep away? Inside the 35-yard line. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. There.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Ready up.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7.
29 Philly. 2-9.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Can they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After the clutch field goal, they'll kick it off here. The offense has a long way to go. Need a touchdown, not much time. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. Defense is coming after him. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.